Okay, so for this one, this is the topic 2 in module 1, which is the basic operations involving complex numbers. So for the basic operations involving complex numbers for addition and subtraction, two quantities must be real. Okay, so when you look at that one, or may I say rectangular, no, not real, rectangular. Okay, so if it's in rectangular form, all we have to do is to simply add the same component terms. We are adding what? A and C. So we have this A plus C, and then we separate what? The sum or difference of the imaginary term, B plus D. Okay? And then for the multiplication, it has to be in polar. Okay? So remember for addition and subtraction, this must be what? In rectangular. And for multiplication, the number must be in polar. Now the question there is, sir, what if our numbers are not yet the complex numbers are not yet in polar form? Okay, so in the past, um, what they usually do is this. Example, you have there 3 plus j4 and then multiplied by negative 5 minus j. Let's say like that. So what they do is what? They do FOIL method, no? And then after that, we can get now the final answer. But it's more convenient if we are going to what? Multiply complex numbers in polar form, because you simply have to what? Multiply the magnitudes such as this one and what? Add the angles, no? So add the angle, so theta 1 plus theta 2. I just want you to see it like this, that we have here, let's say you have 3 plus j4, because in the first topic I did not show this one because I want you to understand the foundation or the basic concept. But here, if you have 3 plus j4, remember in mathematics we use I instead of j. You can simply convert this one, shift 2, and then convert this one to polar form. It's now 5 angle 53.13. Another thing is that in your calculator, it can what? Multiply um, complex numbers directly. Example like this. So we have negative 11 point minus j23 for that example. And you don't need to convert it to polar form first. But I showed this one to you because that's the foundation. Okay? In the long run, if the if what you are computing, let's say in electrical circuits too, are more on variables, at least you know how to manipulate them. Okay? Then next is polar form. For division, all you have to do is to divide r sub 1 and r sub 2, divide the magnitude, and then subtract the remaining, subtract the angles. Okay? Then for power, it must be in polar form as well as the roots. Okay? For polar form, we have there r angle theta raised to n. So you have to raise to n the magnitude, and then for the angle, you have to multiply it by n. Okay? So we have there your n theta. And then for the roots, you simply have to get the root of the magnitude and then divide by n the angle, provided that you have to add the um the partial uh partial values for the angle. Okay? So I'll discuss more about that later on when we go to example. Okay, let's go with this. Perform the following. Okay? For 2A, remember that there are some operations that we don't need to um to really compute it in legalistic manner, because it can what? You can use your calculator to get the values. Let's say we have this one. 4 plus j plus 2 plus j2. Okay? And of course, the answer is 6 plus j3. Okay? So, but of course, the reason why I showed you the formula is because you need to know the foundation behind that, no? Plus 2 plus j2. Okay? So, this is 6 plus j3. Okay? And then next to it is this, 2b. For 2 sub b, we have 4 plus j minus 2 plus j2. Okay? So all you have to do is to change this to subtraction, but we have to put parentheses there, or quantity. So we have 2 minus j. Okay? But again not all instructions or not all operations in complex numbers can be used. You can use your calculator to solve it. No? This is 2 plus j3 multiplied by 1 minus j5. For this part, we have 2 plus j3 multiplied by 1 minus j5. Okay? And then you get what? 17 minus j7. Okay? And then for number 4, you can simply what? Divide this one directly. J minus 4 divided by j2 minus 3. Quick context lang. For multiplication, let's say for number 3, if we did not use our calculator for the complex numbers, what they usually do is this. Let's say we have this one. We have this one. 2 plus j3. Two ways for you to solve this one. If we're not going to use our calculator, the reason why I'm showing you this, it's because I want you to know the rigorous process. Okay? So what they do is FOIL method. Okay? So for the first one, we have the first to first, which is 2, and then the outside is minus 10. The inside is plus j3 and then minus j squared times 15. Okay? But j squared is negative 1. So we have there what? 2, and then we have here minus j7. Since j squared is negative 1, you'll get there plus 15. Okay? And the final answer is 17 minus j7. Another solution we could do for this one is this. 2 plus j3 times 1 minus j5. If we're going to use the polar form method, no, we can convert first two numbers in polar form. So we have 2 plus j3. Okay? So that one, we have 3.606. And then angle, 56.31 degrees. And then multiplied by, it's 1 minus j5. Okay? So we have this one as 5.099 angle negative 78.69 degrees. And then in the process of doing multiplication using polar form, what we do is what? We multiply the magnitudes, which is 18.367, 18.387 angle, and then we add the angles, 56.31 minus 78.69, which gives you what? Angle negative 22.38 degrees. Okay? Then lastly, to fit it in with the answer, we have to convert it back to rectangular form. Okay? You can simply press equal sign there, and then you will get the same answer. The reason why it's somehow estimated, or may I say it's not exact, it's because we rounded off the values of the angles and the magnitudes. So, but it's still the same. It's 17 minus J7. Okay? That's it. And then for number 4, we can simply divide this one. You can have there what? J minus 4 all over J2 minus 3. Okay? So we have this one, no? Um, 1.077 and then plus J 0.385. Okay? Now, in the original setup, I mean in the past, no, what they do is this. If they are going to divide complex numbers such as this one, they are first arranging it to what? Real first. Real first. So, negative 4 plus J over what? Negative 3 plus J2. And then after that, they multiply the denominator by conjugate. So we have negative 3 minus J2 all over. We have negative 3 minus J2. Okay? So after that, when you multiply these two, it will be what? It's like a multiplication of complex numbers. So we have what? 12. And then the outer part is plus J8. The inner is minus J3. And then the last one is negative J squared times 2. Okay? So again, 12 and then outside is minus J8. Ay, hindi. Sorry. Ano pala? Plus J8 and then the inner is minus J3 and then the outer is what? Negative J squared times 2 all over. Okay. So negative 3 times negative 3 is 9. Plus minus is minus. Okay. And then we have what? J squared times 2. 2 times 2 as 4. Okay. So when you simplify this one, you'll get what? This is 12, 12, and then this is what? Positive 4. Positive 2. Okay? So 12 plus 2 is 14. Okay? It's 14, and then we have minus, plus pala, plus J5 all over. We have 9 plus 4 as 13. Okay? So that's the same thing, no? It's 14 over 13, which is 1.077. 5 over 13 as 0.385. Okay? Another solution we can do for this kind of problem is to use the polar form approach. If we have J minus 4, we can what? Convert this to polar form. So we have 4.123. Remember, I'm showing you this because there are some aspect in electrical engineering that makes more sense when it comes to electrical quantity regarding with the approach of changing from polar to rectangular. Okay, and then J2 minus 3. Okay, so we have there what? This one as 3.606 angle 146.31. Okay, so when you divide them, you simply divide the magnitude 4.123 over 3.606, which is, wow, no, profound. 1.143. And then you simply subtract the angles. 165.96 minus 146.31. So you'll get 19.65 degrees. Okay? Then after that, change this to rectangular form, which is this one. 1.143 angle 19.65. So it's the same. 1 point. But since I told you that what in the process of changing this to polar form, we estimated the value. So 1.076 plus J 0.384. 0.384. It's close, no?